Okay, ladies, we are going to go ahead. I am recording tonight's session. Hopefully it will keep recording on my computer. I don't have very much space on here, but thank you guys for jumping in here this evening. I am trusting that you will find some value add in this. And at any moment, at any time, you guys, we all have faced different things in our lives where we had to have a goal. We had to set up how we were going to get that thing accomplished. And so that's a little bit of what tonight is going to be about. And then, of course, any questions that you have at the end about anything under the sun regarding your money business, we are here to help you. And it's always awesome to hear from everybody else on what tips they might have, because we all do business in a different way. We all have different things to add in. And so please feel free to jump in at any time and offer your tips and helps as well. The first thing I would like to jump out and start with is in the post in Beauty Rising, I had said that we were going to go over goals, and I posted this big image of SMART goals. How many of you have ever heard of SMART goals? SMART goals, and like each letter stands for something, right? So we've all, not all, most of us have heard that way of planning out our goals. That's not what we're going to talk about tonight, because I have decided that tonight we are actually going to talk about dumb goals. We're going to stop being ordinary. We're going to stop doing the things that everybody else is doing. We are in this right now because we have a dream. We have a desire. We have something in front of us that we want to get to. Something that we said, we clicked that join now button because there was something inside of us that said, what if this is the path? What if this is the vehicle? What if this can take me to this dream? So I first of all would like to start out sharing just a little bit with you guys about me personally, some of my own struggles, and that is that I have never been a write the goal down before person. That was just not who I was. I didn't write down the goal, because what if you didn't hit the goal? And what would that mean if I wrote down a goal but I didn't hit the goal? But I'm married to a man who is a firm believer in that if you have anything that you want to accomplish in your life, like, we're going to write the vision down, we're going to make it plain, right? This is what scripture tells us that we're to do. We are to write it down, we're to make it plain, we're to help the people see, that's how we get where we're going. Yeah, I'd heard that all my life. That was for somebody else to do. That was not for me to do for myself or for my family. That was Eric could write down all the goals he wanted to and all the visions, and I'm gonna make those things happen. That's great. But when it came to me personally doing something, coming into a business opportunity, you guys, those were just not things that I had ever personally had to apply to my life. And so it was a big, scary thing. And I can remember how many of you have seen the posts that some of our uplines do. I don't do this very often. Some of you do it in your team pages where you post and say, everybody tell us what your goal for the month. And then it's like crickets, because only like 2% of the people even respond to tell you what their goal is for the month. I used to be so scared of saying that I was going after something, because what if everybody saw that I didn't hit the goal, and then they were disappointed in me and I was disappointed in me, and it was just this big old mess of disappointment. Who needs that in their life? So it's better to not say anything. Can anybody relate to where I'm coming from with that? It's crazy. So this is what I have learned, and I'm so excited to share with you. This is why I can write down big, scary goals. This is why I can look at you in this screen and full of heart say, I am going to be a millionaire. It's not just a goal, it's a dream. I am going to be a millionaire. I am going to have millionaires join me in this business. Some of you will be millionaires. I am so not afraid of throwing out that goal. I'm not afraid of putting out big goals. I'm not afraid of putting out the little goals. I am not afraid of goals anymore, because I no longer attach the unmet goal with disappointment. See, we get to decide what is an unmet goal. Is it disappointment, or is an unmet goal an opportunity to reevaluate, to learn, and to grow? That's what an unmet goal is. So we are going to take time tonight to decipher, because we all have goals that in life that we have made, but we haven't been able to accomplish that goal per se. But that doesn't mean that we give up on the dream. The dream is really what all of life is about, this huge, big destiny moment, this big dream. And so when we are going after the dream, we have to set up a bunch of goals to make the dream happen. So anyway, we're going to do hopefully that's helpful for you guys, recognizing what is it that you have attached the meaning of an unmet goal. What is that? What does that mean to you? Because if it means it's growth and learning and moving forward in your business, because you've just learned what didn't work, right? Or you've learned that you probably need to up this, or you need to increase this skill, or you need to do more of this. That's an awesome opportunity, because we get to move forward in new understanding. And if our goal is to keep learning, an unmet goal like I'm going to hit this rank, or I'm going to make this trip, all of those no longer have to be a disappointment to us. They get to be a learning moment for us. Super helpful for me anyway. Hopefully that helps you. So we are going to go over what a dumb goal is. And you guys, this is Brandon Bouchard. I don't know if you ever listened to Brandon Bouchard, but I love his stuff. He has great insight. And this is actually, he's like, why would we ever want to do SMART goals, these easily obtainable small steps that get you somewhere? He's like, that's what everybody's doing. He's like, we just don't need to be ordinary anymore. We actually want to have a dumb goal. And the D in a dumb goal, the D stands for dream. You are dream driven. Your dream is where you have something that is like the ideal image, the magical, the beyond your comprehension. This is how Eric likes to say it. He says, if you weren't in your way, how far can you dream? How big can your dream be if you're not in the way of it? If you didn't put a limitation on what you could do with your life right now, what would you do? Zero limits, totally open to whatever dream that you have that can just flourish and keep coming to you. When do you guys sit and take time to dream on those things, to go further in that dream? I don't know about you guys, but I know that as a mom, we just get stuck in the doing of every day, getting the curriculum ready, getting school time ready, getting kids ready, getting into their sports, making sure people actually ate that day, the essentials, making sure the laundry's done. And then we forget that we're supposed to take time to actually sit down and dream about, what would I do? What do I really want to do? What beats in me? We won't be moms that are doing kids' laundry forever. That's crazy to think about. Tessa, do you want to talk on that for a while? I'm just kidding. It gets me emotional just thinking about it. So anyway, we are looking for those things that get us so fired up. That dream within that you're like, oh my gosh, if nothing held me back and I could go do anything, this is what I would do. We're not doing busy work. We don't want to do things that just keep us busy, right? I know people all over that are doing a career because that's what makes them money. That's what feeds their family, but it's not the dream in their heart. It's just what they've had to do to make the ends meet. But they have dreams in their heart. We want to make sure we are pulling out those dreams, that we are looking at those dreams. God has placed that there. God has destined you for this amazing thing. And so we want to stay focused on the dream and be driven by the dream. It's a life mission, not just the work that we do. The U in our dumb goals, the U is uplifting. These are the things that are actually attractive goals. Think about it from this perspective. If I told you that I am going to start losing weight, I really want to lose some weight. I'm going to start losing some weight. That goal actually doesn't really sound very attractive, because most of us start thinking like, oh man, well, that's good luck with that. Like, losing weight is so hard. And then we're already looking at life from a deficit when you say I'm going to try to lose weight. But if I were to tell you, you guys, I have determined that I'm going to be a healthier mama. I'm going to make better choices when I eat so that I have more energy and my days are more sustained by that energy so I can be more present with my family. I don't know about you, but that felt a whole lot more powerful than saying I'm going to lose weight. It became that the verbiage that began to make me feel alive instead of feeling like I was striving for something or trying to do something that didn't feel good. It's crazy to think about the power of our words and our perspective. How can you change around what you are saying so that it sounds the healthy version instead of the icky version, if I can say it that way? We want to focus on gain, not loss. If you're relaunching a business, you can look at it from, oh man, I'm gonna have to relaunch this business. Like I've lost so much already, and so I'm just gonna have to redo all of this business. Like, you guys, that so does not sound empowering at all. It makes me want to actually walk away. But how about, I have learned so much in my experience thus far, and I cannot wait to see what the future of my business looks like now, applying what I have learned. So much more powerful. Just a small tweak in our language, right? How can that pertain, you guys? This always goes, all of these things go so far beyond just your money business. What does that look like in your marriage? What does that look like in relationship with your children? What does that look like in relationship with your extended family? Some of your friends that have meant so much to you. How can you apply these things and change a flip of perspective, change the verbiage that you're using? Setting positive goals and verbiage that draws you to the goal. Getting healthier sounds, it is a goal worth running for. That sounds so much better than losing some weight. Focus on how good you'll be when it turns out. So like someone who is getting healthy, they're so focused on the healthy, the energetic, the more vibrant, the better skin, the better joints, feeling better. All of those things are what they're focused on. So what are you focused on right now? Back to your money business. What does it look like for you? I don't want to talk about what rank you're going to go for. Yes, ranks are great goals, but you guys, I don't care what rank you are, because I know people who are MMs who are making 5 figures a month. And I know people who are AEDs who are not making 5 figures a month. It's not the rank that changes the income, nor is it the rank that changes the influence. Because the MM who has a 5-figure a month paycheck, they have so many people that they're impacting. It just is a matter of the people under them not hitting the ranks yet that get them all bumped up, but they are all making a huge impact. So we're not looking necessarily for a rank, even though that can be one of your goals. I don't want SED to be the dream in your heart, because you guys, it's actually way too small. It's way too small for you. Your dream, the impact that you get to make in the planet, the impact that you get to make in this world, the impact in lives. Now that we can all start really moving forward in, can't we? How many lives are you going to impact? How many people are you going to help? How many families will not be struggling? How many families will find increase and abundance in their finances at the end of the month because you introduced them to this? There's not a day that goes by that I'm not so grateful for Melissa Isaac sending that darn shampoo sample. She had no idea, and I had no idea that it was literally going to change my family's future. Things that we have done that we never even dreamt to do because I got a sample of shampoo. So crazy. You don't even know yet who the next person is that you're going to impact. You don't know who right now is praying for you. They have no idea that you even have the answer, but there you are. Here you are, showing up, investing in yourself. So find uplifting goals, uplifting things that you're telling her, this is what I'm going for. These are, check your verbiage. Is it something that is uplifting to you? And it goes back still, it's going to be something that when you're using the right verbiage, you're going to find that people are not just you are drawn to where you're going, but you'll find others drawn to where you're going as well. I don't know about you, but when I hear people talk about impact and how they're going to impact the world in a great way, that gets me fired up, because I can think of so many great and good things that we can be doing. Okay, next step is the M in our dumb goals. The M is a method. It's a method-friendly goal. There's something that you can create, a method. You can create a specific practice around the goal. In our money business, what are those practices? What are the methods that we apply consistently? We're looking, how many days in a week do you want to do your reach outs? How often are you doing your follow-ups? The fortune is always in the follow-up. You will hear that 1,000 times in this business. The fortune is in the follow-up. People need, they say 8 to 12 touches, but you guys, I feel like it's more like 50. They need 50, they need 50 touches from us before they're going to make a decision. In the last 2 months, I have signed up, I would say 70% of my new VIPs are people that have been watching me since day one. And it was that continuous following up. It was that never letting it go. Even when they told me it wasn't the right time, even when they tried a sample and they didn't enjoy it, even those people have signed up in the last 2 months because I just kept interacting with them. I just kept talking to them about their life, about my life, making posts, letting them see what's happening for other people's and their money experience. And then it's one of those things where you reach back out and say, I know you didn't enjoy that sample the last time, but I've actually learned some new things about maybe what products I had sent you. Can we retry this? You know what? Don't resend. She just said, don't send me more samples. Let me just go ahead and buy it because I've been watching enough. I think I need to give this a longer go than a sample. And I was like, that should have been my job to tell her that, but it worked out well. So you never know. Don't give up in those follow-ups. How many posts do you want to make a week? Do you want to do a live? Do you want to set up some events? How many events are you attending? Are you showing up on training Zooms that Money is providing or that your teams are providing or that we do here? What does your personal growth look like? What are the things that you're listening to that allow you personally to be growing in your mindsets and in your understanding so that you're staying open and not resisting? So that you're finding better verbiage for what it is that your life is after, so that you're finding better perspective, so you're finding ways to love and to extend and to be. Those are all of our disciplines. Those are the practices, the methods to get to the goal. And then finally, on the last one is B. This is behavior driven. And I love this because it's all about utilizing triggers to help set up the correct behavior. So if we know that our methods and our practices, our disciplines that's required to accomplish what we want to see accomplished within our money business, if that's reach outs every day, you know what, use an amazing trigger. Like if you have kids that are all leaving for school, the moment that they leave for school, that's when I sit down and do, I don't personally, I never leave, they're always here, oh my God. At that moment is when you would say, I'm doing 3 reach outs before I go on to the next thing. Or maybe you're at a job all day, but you get a lunch break and you're like, first thing I do on lunch break is 3 to 5 reach outs every day. Find those spaces in your life. Maybe it's when you pull in the driveway, when you get home in the evening, you're like, I'm giving myself 15 minutes and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do 3 to 5 reach outs before I even go in the door. So when I go in the door, I'm not even looking at a phone. I'm totally present with my family. You guys take an extra 2 minutes when you're done with your reach outs and remind yourself of all of the positive things you want to speak over your family when you walk in the door. Super powerful. Some of us are at-home moms. Maybe you need to lock yourself in the bathroom. Happens. When you go pee, just stay there a little extra longer. Do some reach outs and then remind yourself of positive things to say to your kids when you come out of the bathroom. There are little triggers that we can do. What about when you're waiting in line? I love this one. Brandon shared that he loves when he is waiting in line, whether that be a line of cars, whether that be a line at the store. Anytime he has to wait in a line for something, he uses that moment as a trigger. He said every time he's in line for something and waiting, he automatically starts going over, where am I right now in my mental space? What am I thinking on? What am I focused on? Is it positive and serving me well? Or am I wound up, twisted up, stressed? Where am I right now? What is my focus? What level am I? So finding those little things, you know what your day looks like. So you making the decision to take little triggers in your day. Think about something that you consistently do. For example, if you're using the IRT spray, which everyone should be using IRT spray, it's amazing. I put it beside my toothbrush because when I'm done brushing my teeth, that's my trigger to be using my IRT spray. It's right there. If I'm washing my hair, I'm washing my face. If I'm brushing my teeth, I'm washing my face. We already have all of these little triggers that we know and that we're using. And I loved taking that perspective into how to utilize that in our business as well. Are you sure? Sorry, Sorry, intruder. Oh, another one that he suggested is have a plan. The first time when you meet someone new for the first time, what are some things that you already want to know? When I meet someone new, these are the things I want to say to them. I want to ask them this. I want to say this to them. What is that for you? Am I talking specifically money? Could be. How do you find connection with people? All of these goals are what help us get to the dream. And let me ask you this. Have you spent time going into your dream? Have you gone into your dream, the emotional one? The one that when you get there, you know it because it causes tears to flow. It causes a true connection to happen, and you know that's the thing. We so often sell ourselves short because we didn't meet a goal, we gave up on the dream. Missed goals are not missed moments. They are moments of growth and learning. They are vital. Missed goals are vital to you getting to the dream. So missing a goal, missing a rank, missing a step in your business, missing the rank advancement, missing that trip, missing the Cadillac, missing the founder shares, missing a moment. Those are not moments where you stop on the dream. Those are moments where you learn more about how to get to the dream. For any of you that have ever had an unmet goal, any of you that have felt that heartache of something not happening in the way that you wanted it to, maybe it is around your weight loss. Maybe it was something that you really wanted to be at this certain size by this certain time and you missed it. That doesn't mean you just go and eat everything in the pantry, even though you want to. It's the moment where you say, I can still grow in this moment because there's something in here still that I can work through that can help me get to where I want to go. It's amazing how beginning to release so much out of our life, so much negativity, so much negative thought, so much negative verbiage, so much self-criticism, when we start releasing all of that and really allowing who we really are to flourish within, you will start looking at so many different things in your life from a healthier perspective, seeing how it's for you. If you knew that every moment, everything that happens for you is for you, whether it be that you got up late and you missed a really important meeting and it meant that when you got to work later that day, it was like really, really bad, but how was that for you? Can you turn that into a way to see that that moment, even that, was for you? Missed goals are for us. They are great learning opportunities. I want to leave you guys from this portion of our training. I want to leave you guys with this quote by Eleanor Roosevelt because I think it's beautiful. But she said, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face." How many of you have been afraid to even write down a goal? I'm not doing it anymore. I'm writing every one of them. You are able to say to yourself, oh, sorry, she didn't say that part right there. That was me. You are able to say to yourself, I have lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the very thing that you think you cannot do. Do that. Not sure what to do? Do the thing you think you can't do. Facing our fears. Day one of this. Day one of doing money. I knew that this was something when I had made the decision that this was going to be a venture that I was going to try to help my family pay the mortgage. I knew that I had to kick fear in the face. Every single one of us, every person going after the dream, because everything in us starts screaming about how we can't do it, we're not enough, we're not able, but we so are. And it's looking it right back in the face and saying, yes, I am, and I can, I will, watch me. It's in you. Anybody have anything they'd like to add?
I'm super blessed by you, Angela Reeder.
Oh, I am by you, Megan Elsie. I love you. No questions, you guys. Wow. Okay. Nothing. Awesome. Um, so at the end of Brandon's thing, he said it's when you start living the dumb goals, the ones where you're dreaming so big. He said you'll know, you'll live, and you will feel a charged life. And when he said that, I had to really stop, because I thought, you know what? That is what life has become. It's so charged. It's so impacted by you guys. It is so exciting to be able to be a part of something that's so much bigger than me. I hope that you recognize that you're a part of something so much bigger than you. And it's something that the momentum of it can keep carrying you. If you don't get out of the boat, if you don't walk away, you're going to continue to feel everything that keeps moving you forward. And I got to thinking about how much of my life, 40 years of my life, like I can remember seasons of dreaming in there, like things where you thought maybe this will be the moment, like maybe this will turn my life around, but like then it would be like a total crapshoot, right? And like things just never went the right way. And that happened so many times that it got to where I stopped dreaming altogether. And it was like, I hope we can just survive this. And like I didn't know what the next day would bring. And so you just get to where you're so complacent and just trying to make it through the next day. And so being able to sit and recognize just the passion and the fire and the desire and that feeling of, I can't wait to get up because this is what I get to do in my life. Oh my gosh. That's my prayer for every one of you, that your life would be something that every day you're getting up and saying, I can't believe this is what I get to do with my life. That you would find that supercharged life, the one where you know that every day you are getting closer and closer to the huge, big, scary dream that you refuse to quit on. That you recognize that every goal, whether hit or not hit, is taking you closer to that dream, closer to that moment of impacting more and more and more lives. Go with reckless abandon, finding that thing that gets you up supercharged. I love you all. If nobody has anything else to say, this will literally be the shortest training we've ever done.
My camera's not working, but I am so blessed by this because I use so much of what you teach us with this support group for the weight loss group.
Awesome.
It's like you say, you can transfer things over into other parts of our lives. And I so appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. You are welcome. And Nicole, it's actually not a book. I am sharing stuff that I learned from a podcast by Brandon Bouchard, and it's actually called Why Not Smart Goals. You can probably search up dumb goals too and find it that way. I can actually post the link if you guys would like that. I can post it once I figure out how to get this off my computer and into Beauty Rising, I can post that link there as well. I get to learn so much. I love all the things I get to learn. I'm so techie. That's me. Awesome, awesome. Okay, Nicole, I will share that gladly. Very good, ladies. Well, I love you all so, so much. I am so excited. Our Impact Week is so very close. Oh my goodness. So many of you qualifying for Vegas. And may I just go ahead and put this out there? How many times have I been? I had never been to Vegas. I don't think I even wanted to go to Vegas until the first Mon8 trip that I won to go on that trip. And my very first time there, I fell in love. I fell in love with the architecture. I fell in love with the food. I fell in love with the fact that I felt like I could go out and walk at like midnight and there were just people being super friendly everywhere. Like I loved what that felt like. And so I now being there, I think I've been there 4 or 5 times since that moment 3 years ago. And oh my goodness, it is so amazing to get to do Vegas together with a large group of people that are, I obviously don't know everybody in Money. There are like 4,000 to 5,000 of us there, but so neat to walk the streets knowing you're looking across and you're like, wait, I've seen her posts and I've seen her lives, and you feel like they're all family. And it's such an amazing experience to go somewhere totally out of your comfort zone, to be able to see people that you don't know but feel like you know, maybe like they're famous people or something, I don't know. And just being there and doing stuff together. And I was just telling Cindy, I was like, all the times that I've been to Vegas and I've never ever gambled. And it's not even that I don't have a problem with gambling. I just literally have never stopped doing what I'm doing to go do that. And my brother was like, how do you even say that? Like, I don't think you should tell people that. He thinks it's the craziest thing ever. But anyway, I cannot wait to get to do Vegas with y'all. You guys are crushing it this month. I am so excited for you. If you are close, make sure you're looking through all of your team as well to see how close people are. It is surprising to me the number of people that I've reached out to this week that didn't even know. They had no idea that they were close to qualifying, and this is a double month. So make sure you're looking at your team's numbers and helping them with that as well, because there is nothing like doing a trip to meet your extended family. That's really what it feels like. And Money, they spare nothing in making that the culture for everyone and making sure that everybody feels like family when they're there. So super amazing time. So super proud of you guys, super excited. And then Impact Week is coming up. If you do not yet have your tickets from Monate, the $79 ticket to be a part of all of the online trainings and excitement that's going on, make sure you get that. I think that there's still a few boxes left. I have no idea what's in the boxes, but cannot wait to see those and to get to see what all of our goodies are going to be from that. I cannot wait to hear from Ed Milet. I'm so excited to hear Ed Milet just talk to Monate people. Like, I just think that's amazing. And then, of course, if you are, check on Eventbrite and find out if there is anybody local to you. If you're not local to me, check and find out if there's anybody local to you that is doing an event that week where you can go and be face-to-face with people, because being face-to-face with people and experiencing the culture, being a part of the events is so life-changing. I cannot encourage you enough to be a part of those. For those of you in Ohio, I cannot wait to be with y'all. I'll just be honest, I'm really excited about the food trucks, mostly. I really can't wait. There's going to be a barbecue food truck. And then in plates, has anybody eaten in plate food truck before? I have not, but apparently Julie Grilly eats it like twice a week. It's that good. The guy knew who she was. Like, he's coming because he's like, you're like one of my most committed customers. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So anyway, I'm super excited for it. I cannot wait to hug your necks and be with you in person. It just isn't happening enough lately. So anyway, I love you all. Anything else from anyone? You know I'll keep talking until 9, right? Shut me down. Okay. I love you all. You guys have an amazing week, amazing evening, an incredible week. And this is month end. So make sure you're getting on 3-way phone calls with your prospects and your upline. Let us help you have the most amazing month ever. Love you guys so much.
Thank you.